evening.
Looking at the comparison between the two, first James Toney, 5'11", 165, and a reach of 76. He is the younger of the two fighters in this one. Silva, South American champion, 5'8", shorter, little bit lighter by a pound, 6 years older, and he gives away a considerable amount in reach, 76 to 70, which is not a huge difference, but it could be significant, especially with a guy like James Toney who will stick and move. We expect, in terms of the boxing prowess of Carlos Silva, he may be a guy that does just about exactly the same thing. As an amateur, Toney was 20-2.
Anything about the
Larry?
entourage?
All right, we're going to the ring announcer, Jerry Cooney, to introduce tonight's fighters, James Toney and Carlos Silva.
For the main event of the evening tonight, in the red corner, with a record of 23-0-1 with 16 knockouts, he'll be wearing the black and white trunks. From Ann Arbor, Michigan, James Toney. And in the blue corner, he's a South American champion from Los Angeles, California, with a record of 16-3 with six knockouts, wearing the blue and red trunks, Carlos Silva.
As Chris mentioned, this is Silva's debut in the United States. He is a veteran of 45 amateur bouts, winning the Brazilian National Championship in '86, turned pro in February the following year. Is this called intimidation? What is this called here?
Well, he used to have a stare down. I guess that's a jaw down. I don't know.
I thought perhaps he was just flexing the jaw muscles in anticipation of some possible discussion later on during the bout.
That's possible, man. Who knows? Everything's fair in boxing.
What they say. Write it down. James Toney, 22. He is 22, 23-0-1 with 16 knockouts, and Silva, 27 years old, is 16-3 with 8 KOs. And the first round is underway. Toney moving in quickly.
Silva, loosey-goosey, as he came out of the corner, was waving to the crowd, kind of leaning on the ropes, came out, ran into a left, smiled about that, then the left got him across the face, and suddenly he got his game face on. Toney says this is going in 4 or less, and he's not going to wait around if he can help it.
Well, he came out in his first round, you might think less. He is definitely after his prey. Toney in the corner, landing a couple of solid lefts to the ribs. Silva circles away.
Nope. My right cross lands. Silva's going down. Toney's quicker. Some of that stopping on the arms and the elbows, but a fair portion of it's getting through, and Toney keeps doubling up with the left. That time a double jab. A moment ago, a double left. There, oh boy, he brings it from the backside. Sets it up. Uppercut in there.
Silva in some trouble at the moment. He's hanging on. We have about a minute and a half left in round 1.
Silva's not at all sure what he wants to do with this guy. Fights out of the corner okay there with a couple of shots. He knows one thing for sure, he doesn't want to get pinned in the corner. Some welts gathering across the back of Silva already. Toney's missed around to the side and through the back. Scraped him up with the tape along the gloves, the edge of the gloves. Toney's going to get a warning there as he shoots out of the clinch with that left hand. Bob Fisher steps right in. He didn't penalize him, didn't stop the clock, but he will next time. Tony's not frantic, but he's a man possessed at the moment.
This is scheduled for 10th.
No way.
A lot of folks don't believe it's going to make it quite that far. Round 1 winding down. Tony with a little showmanship and wades in the final seconds. And round 1 comes to a close. Strong round for James Toney. You're looking at Toney as he takes his seat in the far corner.
Well, he just came out loaded up and ready to go and threw everything he could think of. Prominent weapon in the round, Larry, was the double or triple left hand. He brought a few rights in behind it, did have a couple of combinations, but he really relied on the left side. He's got a good right. He is fast. Silva came to his corner. You can see a trickle under the left nostril. There was a little bit of blood there at one point. They've cleaned that up already, but he didn't have much chance to get anywhere with James Toney. Right at the start of the fight, here comes Silva, here comes Toney. Silva takes the first shot, leans back, kind of smiles, and then boom. And that's when the game face came out. He said, whoa, wait a minute.
Now, James got his attention in a hurry.
Yeah. Well, Tony's more the slugger of the two. He can box you, but he's just boxed Sanderline 2 fights. He wants to smash somebody. He wants to play some smash fist.
Tony through, landed high on the forehead.
Boom. Look out. That right hand, that sneaky little right hand down in there, that hurt, that left hurt. Oh, Silva. He's taking a lot already.
This is the second round. James Toney pretty much in command at the moment.
Tony's hands are so much quicker.
He just hadn't had much trouble at all getting the left in, and then that right is cocked and ready to go. There, got in on the jaw with the right. A little bit of a smile on Carlos Silva's face. He waved Toney to come on. Toney comes on.
More blood now out of the nose of Silva, who's coming back a little bit here against Toney as he got him turned to the ropes and landed a few of his own. Long way to go to take over the tempo of the fight for Silva, that's for sure. I don't know if he can do that, but he just had his best moment of the bout.
Silva's comeback, Toney continues to score with regularity.
Suppose it's possible that Toney, oh, that body shot, liver shot.
That is at 4.
I think a liver shot. And he jumps up on the 8 count, but it got in on that side, Larry. If it was just under the rib cage, that'll just freeze you. Toney's going back to the body.
Silva in big trouble now. He survives the flurry in the corner.
Silva looks a little softer through the middle anyway. Vulnerable to the body shots, although it doesn't really matter if you're soft. If that liver shot lands right, Larry, you're in trouble.
The right got in, and he is in trouble again. But he apparently will survive the round. And he does as round 2 comes to a close. Silva with an extra double take toward Toney as James returned to his corner, and Carlos Silva took a good deal of punishment in round 2. But he survived, and he is still in the fight. although trailing considerably.
Take a look at the knockdown. A body shot. Our angle wasn't real clear on where it did land, but my suspicion is in the liver shot area. A little higher than that. Almost up underneath his arm. Now, a little wide for the liver, but it stung. And Tony didn't finish. The referee gave a yell in the right toward the end of the round. That caught the gloves. I think that body shot behind the right hand on the gloves is even more telling. Silva playing a little bit of the macho as the round came to a close with his stare down, Larry, but that doesn't fool too many folks.
Tony showing a good deal of discipline in stopping the punch while Silva was down on one knee. It was cocked and in flight when the referee, Bob Fisher, hollered, and Tony stopped. Silva looking a little more spry now as we begin round 3.
Well, you know, sometimes guys, the more trouble they're in, the more confident they'll try to look. Tony's people in the corner telling him to back off and let him up out of the corner just a little bit. Silva says, come on, come on. I'll get the crowd fired up.
But Silva immediately backs into the ropes. I'm not sure that's where he wants to fight from, but that's where he has been fighting from. This is the third round. Boy, those are really pounding in there from James Toney.
Uppercut. He's got about 4 of them in. There's a couple of shots off the rope for Silva.
Silva got a good left in.
I'll tell you what, Latin fighters, cornered Latin fighters in deep trouble are dangerous men. If there's anything left, they'll bring it. That left hook might have taken a lot more out of Silva. Now it's just open warfare. Silva's gotten enough in that some of that look of confidence has some credence.
He's smiling to the crowd.
He looks like he's having a heck of a good time.
Looks like he's having fun.
He's enjoying himself. This is what it is. This is what it's all about, man. You and me, let's go.
Coming to a close. Silva with a quick look to his corner for some last-second instructions as this round winds down. Again, he's at the rope. Ooh, left got through. Right just missed.
I thought, you know, with about 45 seconds to go or so, Larry, that James Toney was just sort of starting to fool around a little bit.
Screen Sport, more choice. The world's top professionals converge on Washington's Capitol Center to contest the ultimate tournament of champions, the World Professional Figure Skating Championships. Join the pros tonight at 8 on Screen Sport, more choice. Go for it. Every Friday night on Screen Sport, more motorsport, more choice.
Alarm 2000, your ultimate electronic safety device. The latest wireless motion detector from Marketing Concepts of America.
Scheduled for 10. It's a middleweight bout. Now, Chris, you mentioned earlier that James had told you 4 rounds or less. This is the 4th round, so we'll see what he has in mind.
he's certainly got enough firepower in to have the guy softened up, or most folks softened up, ready for a real onslaught. 10-point must system in Michigan. We've got Tony ahead 4 points. That includes the knockdown in round 2. Pitching a shutout plus. And working Silva over once again.
He's scoring at will here in the 4th round thus far. Silva giving him some credit. He's hanging in there. He's sort of cocky. Seems to be very confident, but is also quite a ways behind. A lot of those blows falling on Silva's gloves. Some get through.
I'll tell you what, this guy doesn't soften up easily, does he?
It's not.
I think he's got a little blood around an eye. Both nostrils are bleeding fairly free. That left hand got in there big time. The right uppercut. Boy, this is just a backyard whooping. And Silva stands there. He's going to be a bloody mass from forehead to navel in a minute.
He's bleeding profusely from the nose now.
I don't blame Silva for saying, "What's that?" on that deal. Stomp the floor. Okay.
Silva waving him on. Tony doing some serious damage this time. And Silva hangs on. He survives round 4. But he took a lot of punishment. And the two collide as they cross paths. And now Silva has a couple of extra words before being sent back to his own corner.
Bloody mask is Carlos Silva. Hails from Argentina. No one in this camp communicates in English just yet. They've just arrived in Los Angeles, where they're basing their fighting now. You see they've cleaned his face up. Really doesn't have a cut above the nose, but his nose is bleeding considerably during the rounds. It looks ugly, but it's not nearly as serious as it seems. And the referee, Bob Fisher, over there the whole time giving him a lecture. I'm not sure translation was occurring. To be honest with you, Larry, he probably has no idea what this guy in a white shirt was hanging around for. That's not who he's supposed to be talking to.
Well, he gathered quite a crowd in his own corner. Many of those that were there speaking with him were not a member of the entourage, that's for sure. But he is out there ready to go again. It's been a game performance by Silva, despite the fact that Tony has held the upper hand.
It's interesting to note on the trunks of Silva, I believe the anagram is ADPA. ADPM, I guess it is. But underneath it says Polizia Militare.
Which I don't know that military police.
I guess he must be. He hadn't been apprised of that, but that's not a hard translation.
That's why I got it. This is the 5th round, and Tony continues to put the leather to Carlos Silva.
And the blood picks up its flow immediately into the round.
Now the fight is being stopped.
Silva can't believe it. And the crowd doesn't particularly agree. As we mentioned, he was taking a good barnyard beating, no question about that. Stopped in the 5th, they'll call it. There's a lot of blood flowing, but Silva, I don't know, he seemed to be all right, probably able to continue, but there we are.
Well, he won a lot of respect here tonight, Carlos Silva, for a game performance, and certainly his showmanship has been second to none. He is gathering more fans as he parades around the ring, but so did James Toney. He gained additional respect and even more fans for his efforts tonight.
Well, Toney beat him up pretty good as it went along, and it may have gone, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 more rounds. This guy had a lot of heart, but he was getting whipped pretty badly. Toney was in firm control from the get-go, never did put him away, and they finally stopped it. The pummeling, was pretty thorough all the way through. One body shot into the rib area above the liver, put Silva down on his knee in the second round, and he took the count, gathered himself, and did come back.
Silva asking for Toney to stand with him so that one of the seconds in Silva's corner can take a picture so it can take it home. I think that each man has developed a good deal of respect for each other here tonight. Now we'll go to the ring announcer if we can get his attention. He has been a busy man tonight. Here's Jerry Cooney.
At 1 minute and 29 seconds of the 5th round, still undefeated, James Toney.
James Toney running his record to 24-0-1, 17 knockouts to his credit. Winner by a TKO here this evening. He battled back nicely after the draw with Sanderline Williams. Won a 10-round decision on the 16th of October against Williams. And tonight posts a TKO at the expense of Carlos Silva, the South American champion, who presently is fighting out of Los Angeles. Silva's record goes to 16-4 with the loss here this evening. And now here's Chris McClure with tonight's winner. Chris?
Okay, I guess we're going to turn this way so we can get the James Toney on the camera. First of all, were you surprised he stopped it when he did?
Like, guy, I had to take my hat off to the guy. Guy took some hell of a punishment. I was hitting him with everything. Speed, power, from angles, and he still was there. I got to take my hat off to the guy. I can't down him for nothing. He's a good competitor.
Tougher than you expected?
Well, it was tougher than I definitely expected. Size don't mean nothing. I didn't overestimate it. I came here first and take care of business because, I got bigger and better plans in the next couple months, so I had to get him out the way.
Were your arms getting it all tired? You threw a lot of leather.
No, my arm was getting tired. It was just I was getting my rest, taking my time, because they told me, in between the right, don't punch yourself out because the guy can take some punishment. And I was sitting with everything. Every time I hit him to the body, he was like grunting real bad. And it was a matter of time before I got to him.
Where did you think you got him? I think your body shot was right up here.
Right underneath the floating rib. Anytime you hit somebody, it's 9 times out of 10 they're going to go. And luckily, he had enough time to survive round number 2 when I hit him with it.
So what are we going to see? Where they just brought a monitor over here. I think we're going to see part of that. Anyway, well, this is fairly typical of what was going on. This just before they stopped it.
I'm resting right now. See, I know I take my time. I know he's ready to fire back with so I'm just taking my time resting, trying to find opening spots on him. Oh, some good shots. See the combinations. I just run him off, and right there, I knew when he staggered like that, I knew the referee was going to stop it sooner or later. But he wouldn't get past his round.
Uppercut was a big weapon for you.
It was a big shot because, every time I hit him with his head would go up and his eyes would roll a little bit. But he had good recuperated part of those powers to come back, really get himself back together a little bit.
Okay, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Another big outing, not a frantic, a very up-tempo and effective outing for James Toney.
Oh, yeah, number 1, baby. Number 1.